Hey guys, Chris Fagan here, your executive producer of Talking Through the Medias, and this is my Supergirl, the morning after show. I gotta say that this is the second episode of the season for the new show Supergirl, and I was a little worried about it and thinking, okay, the first one was good, the second one has to be better. If you saw my criticisms and what has to happen throughout the season, you know how I'm a little shaky. I'm always nervous in starting a new series because things get canceled like that. But then those fears were founded on the first 2 minutes of this episode. You had Supergirl coming out to help a boat that was near that oil tanker that had a lot of fire next to it, and it started off really cheesy. What seems to be the problem, Chief? And how can I help? It started off very, very cheesy. I'm like, really? Is that the dialogue we were going through? And then I realized what was happening. They were making fun of that old school way of writing, of comic book writing and whatnot, because the chief of the fire department, said, hey, we got a tanker out there full of oil. They got a fire out there. Needs you to put that fire out. What the hell you waiting for? Superman would have blew that thing out by now. Or that was hilarious. And she tries, and then she ends up making it worse. So it's like, okay, well, I'm messing that up, so let me try to move this damn thing. She tries to move the boat. At first it works, and then boom, she messes that up, and the oil starts to leak. So now I realize what's happening here. Supergirl has a lot to learn. She's trying to do too much too fast. Hey, you gotta crawl before you walk. Superman, according to Jimmy, said that he messed up a lot of things before he finally got it down. Mrs. Grant, her boss, started to very, very harshly over-criticize her, but it was only for her own good. I mean, everybody in the media is saying, is this Supergirl a terrible girl? I mean, come on, she's like messing everything up. Everything she's trying to do is getting worse and worse. And the whole premise of the episode was, which is a good one, the fact that Superman works alone. Supergirl says, I'm going to need my friends. Everybody from her sister, who tricks her into a kryptonite room to lower her power to give her a physical butt whooping, teaches her how to use a person with superior strength, their strength against them. Jimmy, needs. He also takes a lesson from her to know that sometimes we need help from people. As Jimmy was in a situation where if he didn't get an interview from Supergirl, he was going to lose his job. But Jimmy and Wynn found out that each other knew the secret, and they're kind of fighting over her affection. But this whole premise of her crawling before she walks, hey, there's a robber here. Don't go, don't let him get a shot off because your bullets bounce off of you, but they can hit somebody else. Things like that. They don't really talk about that much or do in the comic books, but it was good that they talked about it. A lot of cool little poses, her blocking the bullet from that robber, her saving a snake named Fluffy from a tree. Hilarious, man. This episode, I mean, like I said, it started off cheesy on purpose and just got funnier and funnier. And they dialed up the funny, and then the action then the story really took a turn. I won't waste time on the Parasite villain that was there. He's nothing. He's nobody. He's probably a great actor, probably a great guy, but I'm sorry, the character was just in the way. Let's get to the real story. Supergirl's aunt, her mother's twin sister, General, I forgot her name already, but it's cool that you got your aunt, who obviously has this master plan with these other Kryptonians, coming out to kick butt. I'm sorry, if I was Supergirl, I would immediately get Superman involved in this. Hey, we don't know how many other Kryptonians are coming out of the woodworks. We're not alone. We got to do something about this, and you got to get your aunt under control. So, but this is a Supergirl story, so of course she's got to do it all alone with the help of Jimmy, Wynn, and her sister. By the end of the episode, Jimmy got his interview. He gets to save his job. And Callista Flockhart, she was able to help push Supergirl to be better, inadvertently. Overall, great episode. I loved it. I'm happy the direction that this show is going. And I'm thrilled that it's playing up on the cheesiness. It's doing it on purpose. That's what I'm talking about. That's good writing. And because those are all the things that I was worried about. Now they make it a joke. They call it out before you call it out. Oh, wow, you're calling it out. Oh, man. Hey, even her aunt, while she was fighting, you might want to rethink the cape. Because, I can about to choke you with it. Little things like that. I mean, what could be really terrible and really cheesy, they use it and they turn. This whole episode was about what Kara was learning and getting a martial arts lesson from her sister. Use a person's strengths, against them. Or use your greatest weakness as your strength. The cheesiness factor. Flip it on its head. Make it the funniest thing in the show. Hey, I love it, man. What do you guys think about it? Let me know. I want to talk about this. Supergirl is getting good. Like I said, let's hope I was right about the crossover. Let's make these crossovers happen. I could see Supergirl racing against the Flash. Let's make that happen. A little too lighthearted for Arrow. I don't see that happening. They wouldn't get along. Maybe one of the females from the Arrow show, Felicity, somebody else. Felicity would be good. Let's talk about this. Let's make this happen, guys. Anyway, though, that's the wrap up. I loved it. Episode 2 of season 1. Awesome episode. Keep up the good work. As always. Next time, guys, I'm keeping it short. Let's keep this going. Supergirl. Outstanding job, guys. Till next time. Peace.